It is strange, and many people have never seen or experienced this. Why? Is it the first plague in the book of Exodus that Moses performed against Egypt? Not really, as some of the lakes turn into red, like Bogoria and Lake Capedo in Turkana turns into red. And most people are saying this must be a sign there is something that is happening. And obviously, in such a matters, things do happen. When things happen, people come up with their own theories to explain what they think might be happening in these areas. But some of the stories they come up with might not be true stories. No, there are no signs of end times over here. Okay, end times are near, but this is not a sign of the end time, or it's the first plague that Moses struck Egypt with. So, are we going to see the next, second, third, and fourth, and fifth, and tenth plague happening in Kenya? We'll keep our eyes and look, but let's see some of the reasons to why this might have turned red. One of the reasons might be the issue of algae that has made the waters to turn red because of the presence of that algae within the waters. But do we say that all these algae are within all these areas, or most of the lakes within Baringo County? That might be a reason to why. Reason number two might be the presence of heavy metals within the where these lakes lie. Heavy metals where these lakes lie. Heavy metals like iron oxide. Iron oxide might be the reason of to why the waters are turning red in these areas, and most people might not understand to why that is happening. And these are just normal happenings within normal happens in the world. It's not something new in the world. So Baringo, entire lake of Bogoria water has turned red like blood. What is this sign? That is a question that someone is asking, and this is one of the things that they will attach you to. Maybe some of the end time prophecies that someone said it will happen, this and that, and all that. But has this ever happened in other places in the world? Yes, we have a lot of such a lakes around the world, such a phenomenon happening around the world. So it's just not only in Kenya. So let's get to see some of these things that have ever happened in other nations, and maybe we can learn from them. So this is the light red, pink, and deep red. This is the color palette of the standing Datu Lake in North China, that is Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region. And this Laguna Roja or Red Lagoon in Chile, which gets its vivid color from the sediments and the algae. The sediments is what we say that maybe the heavy stone, the heavy ions that are lying beneath the surface, and the algae that is giving it its color. So there is nothing, nothing alarming, but it can be dangerous if the waters are used, especially if that gas is released into the air. Might cause something dangerous to the people around. So that is it.